matter what.
Awesome.
All right, Stephanie, I'm going to let you go ahead and take it away. And I'm going to try to get this streaming live into the team page.
Perfect. So just go into my story. Well, hey, how are you guys? Well, thanks for inviting me on here. I love doing these Zooms, especially meeting sideline sisters and different teams, and especially not even knowing who all of you guys are. So I love meeting new people. I've been with Thrive. Actually, it was 4 years ago yesterday that I joined, and it's been quite a journey to say the least. I was with a previous company before. And when I was with them, I was pretty successful, but my team wasn't. And I did not want to go to the top of a company and not bring my team with me. I didn't want to be the only one to be like, hey, look at me, but there's nobody at the top with you. Like, to me, that was just no fun, celebrating. So when I heard of Thrive, my girlfriend actually was like, Steph, you have to hear about this patch that gives you energy. And I was so mad at her. I'm like, do not even think about coming at me with another business opportunity. I'm like, I am trying to build my business over here. I'm like, nope, zip it quiet. Don't tell me anything about it. So as I told her, I'm like, I'm trying to build this, trying to do this. And she's like, well, how's that working out for you? I was like, shut up, like, okay, send me these samples. It's not going to work. And then I'll just shut her up. Right. That was my mentality. So when I got these samples, they sat on my counter for like almost 2 weeks. And my girlfriend Heather kept saying, did you try them? Did you try them? And I was like, no, not yet. Like, I just kept forgetting. So it was on a Monday. I tried it. And I legit tried to make these products not work, because when I took these capsules, within an hour, I was cleaning my house. And that was very abnormal for me at 8 o'clock in the morning. So always before, it was 1 to 3 o'clock was always my nap time. And when I was taking Thrive for those samples, I laid down at 1 o'clock. I tried to fall asleep and I couldn't. My body wanted to keep moving. I wanted to keep getting stuff done around the house. And I was just like, okay, what's in here? Is this legal? That kind of thing. And so it took me, I tried the 3 days. It took me a couple of weeks to get a hold of my girlfriend and be like, okay, what was that stuff? I need that. Like that. I felt amazing. I want to feel that way every single day. So I joined, grabbed the $400 kit, and I gave my kit away, you guys. I didn't sell samples to anybody, because before I could really promote this, I wanted to see if this was legit. So I gave it away to 17 different people. And with 15 of those 17 felt a difference in their first 3 days. They felt it. And so that's when I knew in my head, I'm like, all right, we have something on our hands. I am going to run with this business. And that's exactly what I did. Now, coming into here, I always had a mentality of, I'm going to go 200K in a year. And then I told myself, if I don't go 200K in 1 year, this business was not meant for me. Well, I didn't go 200K in my first year. I went 80K, but I didn't go 200K. It actually took me 17 months to go 200K. But within this journey, like, it has changed our lives, not just my life, the customers, the promoters' lives. It's changed mine and my family's life in a way that I can't explain. I know a lot of you guys don't know my story, but for me growing up, I got pregnant at 15. I had my oldest at 16. I was that girl that nobody thought would be successful at anything. Like, we grew up in a trailer park, small town. I was a troublemaker, didn't listen to anybody. It was my way or the highway. And so when I heard about network marketing, I ran with it, because just something in my head, my gut told me that this was like my way of proving to people that I can do something and I will be successful. And so when joining Thrive, we ran with it. Absolutely freaking ran with it. Like, you guys are talking about bonuses. I made sure, damn it, I grabbed every single bonus that I could possibly grab. Now, I grabbed bonuses. I also lost bonuses, and I also missed bonuses. So never let a bonus determine your success, because this business is 100% life changing. Because I'm 36 years old. We paid off our mortgage last July at our full-time house in Minnesota. We're actually down here in Florida in Cape Coral at our vacation home. We were able to put down 40% money onto this house, and this house is going to be paid off in 3 years. And then we're going to buy another house in Lake Tahoe. Like, we just want to keep doing Airbnbs and buying houses on where we like to vacation. But not only this, it's been 1 month since I retired my husband. He's 36. He was in the union. Great money, great benefits, all of that kind of stuff. And we were able to bring him home full time. That was my number one dream. My husband got up at 3:30 every single morning. 6 days a week. He worked Monday through Saturday, and there's nights he didn't get home till 9 o'clock at night. So we didn't have any family dinners. I made sure, dinner was cooked for him every single night. So he had to have a hot meal. And he still found time to go play with my kids. I was like, dude, you're missing out on way too much. Like, what if something happened to me? What if something happened to our kids? Like, you are missing out on camping trips, wrestling tournaments, volleyball, softball, everything. And I was like, enough's enough. So again, when I heard about the money that you can make in network marketing, and especially with Thrive, I'm like, that is going to be me. My first month, one of my first months, I shouldn't say my first month, the first time I made $10,000 a month with Thrive, I was like, all right, now I want to make 20. I hit 20. All right, now I want to make 30. You hit that. You just keep constantly hitting goals. You let nothing stop you. In 4 years that I've been with Thrive, I can honestly say I've taken off one full day. And that is because we were traveling back from Paris, and the airplane did not have internet. Their Wi-Fi was down. So that's the only day I can honestly say I have ever taken off, like a full 24 hours. You treat this like a full-time job. You see the vision, you grab it. If you're not 12K, get to 12K. Like, think of that car payment. Thrive will give you free money to go get your dream vehicle. And even if you don't want to go get a luxury vehicle, still just grab that extra $300 every second Tuesday of the month. Use it for your car payment now. Use it for groceries. Use it to pay off that credit card. Save up for a family trip. Anything that's going to like inspire you and hit off those goals that you guys have on your dream boards. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit of my story. What else you got?
Sorry. I was trying to.
Sorry.
So tell us how, like, once you made that decision, what do you do? Like, what is your daily do?
Okay, so
like a business, like, how do you treat this like a business?
I mean, it is a business. Like, this is my life. Like, my life. Like, I know that if I take my foot off the gas pedal, like, it's up to me. Like, I always tell my team, you determine your paycheck. Your team does not determine your paycheck. There's people who are like, Steph, my promoters aren't doing this. My promoters aren't doing that. Go get a damn new team. I always tell my team, never, ever, ever rely on your team, because people are going to come and go in this business just like any other normal job. There's going to be people on your team who are going to be like your best friends. And one day they're going to tell you, sorry, I'm quitting Thrive. I found something else. Like, imagine how that would make you feel. So that's why I would don't ever rely on anybody. It's up to you. You determine your paycheck. You go make, that money. You go change those lives. This business is up to you, not on what your team does. So when people come to me and they're like, my promoters aren't doing this, they're not doing that, go get a new team. Don't focus on people that aren't doing anything. Let's say you have 5 people on your team and there's only one person work in this business. You focus on that one person, okay? Because that one person's going to bring in people. They're going to bring in people. Once you get an established leg, then you go find that second rock star. And how do you find that second rock star? It's by talking about these products, getting these products into people's hands. I have my team add 200 to 300 people a day on Facebook, legit a day. And that is because think of, you go add that many people, like really maybe 10, 15, 20 people will accept your friend request. So that's why it's so important. If you're only adding 10 to 15 people a day on Facebook, I mean, it's going to take you a long time to build up that social media. And it's so important to keep adding new people because you're getting the words out to brand new people and not just the same people that are on your Facebook. But otherwise, I wake up right away in the morning. The very first thing I do is I'm checking my reports. I'm checking my VIP reports to see who is brand new, who just came in here. You know how you have the announcements, the team announcements, in your cloud office, I'm scrolling to see who got new customers, who joined, because I'm shouting out my team. Hey, great job. I see you, Britt. Like, you just signed that customer last night. That is so awesome. Congrats. Recognition is huge in this business. I don't care if they're only thriving for free or anything. Shout your team out for every little thing, especially for us as women. We need to be told that we're doing a good job. Otherwise, we're just bitchy. I mean, if you want your team to be doing a good job, you show them your appreciation. Tell them, even if they're not, like, hey, I see you active on Facebook. I see that you're posting every day. Great job. Like, that is awesome that you're getting the word out. You know, some people, it takes them a little while to establish that business. But if you always show your support and show your true you, that you're genuine, that you care about them, they're not going to go nowhere. Well, at least for a very long time, because they have that support. But yeah, I'm constantly in my back office checking who can I shout out, what can I do. I have a team chat with I call them my top leaders. And I'm like, all right, here's today's incentive. What do you guys need from me? If you're feeling like you as a leader, you want to be a better leader, but you don't know how, simply ask your team. Hey guys, I wanna up my game. What can I do to be a better leader for you guys? Okay, they're going to tell you exactly what. Hey, we want to do Zooms. We could use this. We could use that. So start getting information. I mean, there'll be even a couple times where I'll even go to my top leaders again. Hey, what can I do to be a better leader? You know, and there's always something new that somebody will tell me. Hey, you could do this. You could do this. All right, game on it.
Go ahead. You want to ask?
Sure. So what has been your worst day or worst week in this business?
Okay, so
Everybody
where our heads just have therapists written across us, right? I mean, I feel like once one person comes, like, Steph, this is happening, my life's over, then everybody just comes to you. But the one thing I will honestly say that I try my damnedest to do is never show my frustrations. I will never show my frustrations to my downline, not even to my sidelines, because I just know if I bring that negative energy to them, that they're going to be like, oh shit, great. Our 200K stressed out. Now our lives are over, you know, just because, you know, people can be dramatic that way. But honestly, like, a worst day would just probably be like, just everybody just coming to you. Hey, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. And, you know, you have everybody there, and you have to be that mediator to tell them, hey, it's okay. This is business. This is life. Like, this stuff happens. We keep going. We don't stop. We don't put the brakes on. I think that would probably be, yeah, my worst days.
I'm going to ask everybody, if you have questions for Stephanie, put them in the chat. But Stephanie, I want to know, like, what moment in this business did you, like, what moment or event did you say, wow, this is my life?
I think, come sit. Every day, honestly, every day, like, we are serious. Here's my husband. We're seriously very blessed. And I say that we're very blessed because we were very smart with our money. Like I said, to where we were able to pay off our house, buy a vacation home. You know, there's people that you're going to hear from millionaires that would be like, well, I still have a mortgage. I still have that. But you see them vacationing and buying the glitz and the glam. Be smart about your money. Get that dream board. Do a dream board with your kids, because once you're able to start crossing that stuff off, your eyes just open up more and more and more, especially like if your daughter or your son, the number one thing on their dream board could even be like their favorite toy or something like that. And for you guys to be able to cross that off for your kid, like, very blessed. But there's not a moment that I could say like, wow, because I mean, every day we're like, wow, like, honestly.
So I have another question. With your husband sitting there, did he ever give you a hard time or pushback about always being on your phone?
Yes.
You don't just put him on the spot like that.
No, do it.
I'd like to know. No, seriously, I'd like to know, like, how did you guys get through that? How did you work through that? And like, what made you guys, like, what was it? The fact that she was always on the phone, or is it the fact that she wasn't communicating you that she was going to be on the phone? Like, I just want to know. I have a lot of promoters that go through that. They get pushback from the spouse. You hear about it all the time. So I'd
Mhm.
love to hear like how you guys work through that.
It is a tough balance.
It,
It
it,
still is. I
yeah,
won't lie.
I'm not gonna lie either. Yeah, because as your teams grow, you're gonna be needed more and more, especially in three ways. You're gonna be needed in three ways and helping people get to VIPs. So we've had to sit at our table many times and be like, all right, you guys, I'm very open with my kids. Like, this is what's on the table. Let's say bonuses come out, okay? I would sit my kids down and be like, all right, you guys, I want you guys to know this month, I'm going to be on my phone way, way more. And that's because I could get whatever, a $200,000 bonus. I'm like, you guys know what this money could do for our family? I want you guys to let me know what is the number one thing that you guys would need. You told me to stop already. Oh, number one thing that you guys would need or would want, because I want to show my appreciation for you guys. But I always tell my kids too, and my husband, if there's any time that I'm on my phone and you absolutely 100% need me, tell me, Mom, I need you right now. Put your phone down. Like, that's when I know that they like, hey, if I have to help with homework or whatnot. I mean, it is a tough balance, but you have to, like I said, keep it open communication with your kids, with your spouse, and just be like, hey, if when you need me, please just say, hey, I need you right now. And I will put my phone down and I will be there. Because I mean, our families are our number one why we're doing this. So we can't keep pushing them to the side. Even though in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, God, put this message like they need me right now. Messages can always wait. They can always wait. But family time is definitely, definitely important. You just communication.
Okay, so someone said in the chat, did you say 200 new people a day? When you enroll a new promoter, what's like your onboarding? Sometimes it seems like when you tell someone add 10 people a day, they are like, that's too much. How do you get to your team to do 200 a day and be motivated to do it?
Do you want this business or not? Do you want that extra paycheck or not? And so people see your success, they see our success. So be like, all right, because that's what I still do. Anytime if I'm telling my team to go do that, that means I'm doing it. I don't ever tell my team to go do something that I don't personally do. And so what I have my team do, go type in a random name on Facebook. Okay, and here's what I'm gonna say, like Stephanie Johnson, Stephanie Brown, okay? Go through people's Facebook. It takes 10 seconds to go through someone's Facebook. We look for good Facebook picture. I don't want anybody on my team that doesn't have one, or flicking out the camera, smoking marijuana, anything politics right now, no go. So I make sure that they have a good profile picture. Quick scroll. If they have over 1,000 friends, scroll a little bit more. And if they got 70 to 100 likes or comments on their pictures and their posts, boom, I'm going to go add that girl. I'm not going to add someone that, is constantly sharing every 3 to 5 minutes on their Facebook, because those people, they're so tough to train with social media. So I really teach my team to look for someone that you would want to be friends with. Even if this isn't going to be Thrive related, who could you relate to? You can't motivate your team. I mean, as much as we want to, like, shake people, like, look what you have in your hands. You can only inspire them. Bringing in new people, I'm with them every single day. I even have all of my team. When you get someone new, you get me into a VIP chat. That way, if they're at work, like my promoters are at work, at least I'm in that chat to help answer questions. Like, it must be an upline or a couple uplines. I mean, we have, in some of our 3-ways, we have up to 6 people into a 3-way. And that is even more successful because you're having more brains work together, and there's always going to be someone there to be given advice. But checking in with your new VIPs daily, if not daily, 2 to 3 times a day. Hey, you're so close. We have 13 days left to get you your bonus. We have 10 days left. What can I do to help you? How are you doing with getting minis out? Just getting different ideas working together to help these people hit VIPs.
Do you guys have like a system that you follow, being that there's so many different people in one VIP chat? Are you guys all on the same page? Do you have like a system you follow, or is it like?
No, we wing it. And I'll be very honest, we wing it. There's no, you do this system. The very first thing that we do is when somebody comes in new, all right, let's get you thriving for free. 2 customers on auto ship is all that it takes to be thriving for free. Then you're halfway to your very first bonus. And so when you put it in those kind of words, like, oh, 2 people and I get free product, well, then I'm halfway to a bonus, that might help them to get working. So once they get those 2 customers, all right, now think of 2 people, 2 to 4 people that you know that could use an extra weekly paycheck. So then we start rattling off names. Now there's going to be times where, have you guys heard, oh, I don't know anybody, like blah, 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 blah. That's what your people will tell you. Like, you don't know unless you make that post. You make that post. Who on Facebook could use an extra $1,300 in the next 14 days? Who on my Facebook could use that extra energy? Who on my Facebook could use a good night's sleep? So when people say that they don't know anybody, you brainstorm with them to get people, to help them to get their potentials. That was the one that's, oh,
There-
yeah.
Oh, there's a question here that says, have you ever had a downtime? If so, how did you overcome it?
Like a downtime, like where I was down or where I felt like business was slow?
Melissa, where you at?
Because I've had both, I've had both. And
Melissa.
Sorry, business wise. I'm sorry. I was trying to mute and unmute and mute and,
so like where I feel like business is slow.
Right.
Okay. So do you have a team right now? Do you have
No.
promoters? No. Okay. So, I mean, like for me right now, I feel like it's a little slower. But honestly, like I said, like how many people do you add to your network a day?
Honestly, I've only been doing like 5 to 10. So
Okay.
you say 200 and I'm like mind blown right
Yeah.
there.
Now up that. These next, until the end of the month, do 200 and see, you're not going to have a slow time. So in how to do the 200 a day is do like maybe 15 to 20 an hour. Otherwise you're going to end up in Facebook jail. So just do it every now and then. Don't quit the boom, 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 because then Facebook's going to flag it. So if you feel like your time is slow and you have no potentials, go get potentials. And how you're going to do that is by, staying consistent on Facebook, by adding to your network, by talking to people. I know a lot of people right now are doing those host to post, so a lot of people are getting, their customers thriving for free and getting crazy shitload of samples out by this host to post that they're doing. So
That was great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Do you message them, Stephanie, after if they accept your request or no?
Heck yeah, I do. Hey woman, thanks for the friend request. How are you? Happy Monday. Absolutely. You want to make that connection right away. And there's going to be people that will be like, oh, you're just trying to sell me something. Unfriend. Okay, well, blow me. I mean, forget, like, no, like legit be genuine about it. Like, hi, I'm just saying hi. And you're going to get blocked. You're going to get unfriended. You're going to get deleted. And that is okay. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it to heart. I get blocked, deleted every single day. I get told that I'm scamming people, but you know what? I don't care what people say.
Do you do Facebook events?
Yeah. Actually, I love to have my team step out of that comfort and do those Facebook events. But yep, we do one every Thursday. Someone on our team does it. And I love it that it's not just me, it's everybody jumps in to help.
Okay, I have a hard time figuring out what to post, especially because I have a full-time job, single mom, and can't get a promoter for anything.
How are you promoting? Are you talking about the business side? Are you talking about money? Are you sharing stories from the Lavelle fan page? Are you sharing before and after pictures? Because to get promoters, you want to talk about money. I can get promoters. I can't get a customer to save my life. Now, when I sign promoters, maybe 1 in every 10 that I sign will actually be a worker. The other ones are just like one thing that bugs me is, do you ever get a promoter that comes in right away before they even buy their kit? They're like, all right, where do I go put in my bank information so I can start getting paid? I mean, it's those people that just drive me crazy. It's like, no, you just focus on the money. You didn't ask questions. Like, no, that's not how it works. You don't just sit back and I mean, make a paycheck. You have to work for it.
She said share before and afters. She said she doesn't share too many stories. Noted, will do more.
Yeah.
That is,
Even if your paycheck, I have my team go live or even talk about their paycheck. They have to every single Tuesday. You talk about your paycheck. I don't care if your paycheck was only $20 to a single mom that's on welfare. $20 is a box of diapers. $20 is gas. It's milk. It's dinner. It's a lot. I had a girl who's on my team, and one of her paychecks were $25, and she called me up and she's crying, and I'm like, oh shit, like what's the matter? Why are you crying? Like how much did you think you were making? She's like, Steph, you don't understand, because this money I can now get milk, I can get formula. And I was like, oh, so you're happy? Okay, good. So I mean, any dollar amount that your check is, you be sharing on Facebook. We use an app called PicArt. We take a selfie of wherever we're at, like, oh my gosh, it was, another amazing paycheck today. Any paycheck is amazing. Okay. Like I said, if it's $20, if it's $15,000, every paycheck that you get is amazing. And so then we just put in, we take a screenshot of our emails and how your transfer was successful, and we have them get in there so we can show everybody we got paid today. A lot of people love to go live on Tuesdays and talk about their paycheck. Like, hey, it is payday Tuesday, you guys. My paycheck just did this for me. It helped me with my insurance bill. It helped me pay 5 months of my mortgage. Whatever it's done for you guys, you have to talk about it.
sorry. Someone asked, hold on. I need to go back up. I can't see. I have a neighbor who wants to host a party online, and I'm not sure how to go about it. How do you host your event? So do you do online parties?
You absolutely can. So you go make it an online event and have her be a host also. So that way she can go get everybody logged into there. Okay. I'm not logged in, but everybody go in there. And what we used to do is do pictures and stuff with sayings. Now with Facebook Live, you go live in the event. Hey guys, welcome to Sherry's party. I'm here to talk to you about these three amazing steps and how Thrive can change your life. Talk about the capsules, talk about the shakes, talk about the DFT. Oh my gosh. And then also we have this product. If you can't sleep, we have recharge and we have rest. Okay. I would talk about at least 5 products. And then I would also jump into the business opportunity. But if you guys want to learn how to make an extra weekly paycheck, we can help you grab $1,300 in your first 14 days. Never, ever, ever forget to talk about the business side, ever. We were at Disney World on one day, Wednesday, I think we were there. And I'm walking around with my DFT, and we were walking around the store. And this guy came up to me and he points at it. He's like, I was going to ask you, that is one badass tattoo. Is that a 3D tattoo? But I see it's a Band-Aid. What the hell did you do? I'm like, no, it's not a Band-Aid. I'm like, this is my energy patch. It gives me energy. He's like, no shit. He's like, I'm a cop. I'm working Miami. I could use all the energy. I'm like, do you have Facebook? He's like, no, because I'm a cop in Miami. They won't let us have social media. So I'm like, what's your number? Right there, I text him. I'm like, hey, so nice to meet you. Here is my link. And today he ordered. So always wear that DFT everywhere that you go, every single place that you go. Now, there's people who'll be like, oh, this is my wearable nutrition and this. I'll be honest. If somebody came up to me, if I saw that patch on you, I was like, what is that patch? And if you told me it's your wearable nutrition, I would have been like, okay, cool. Heard enough. Out. But when you say, this is my energy patch, it helps me to feel great. Say that, and then you watch how simple little verbiage change like that, how it like, wait, I need energy, because everybody needs energy, right? So switch it up.
Stephanie, I love you.
I know, I like you too.
You're like the
I just
female
love
version
your Tommy said you're the female version of him.
Hey,
Always to his own horn.
that's right.
So I love your energy. Okay, so when I watched the Popcorn Zoom, you shared that you had a very hard time getting started in your town.
Oh,
Can you just tell everybody a little bit about that? Because I love how you are like, no excuses. And sometimes it's our journey that gets us to that point where we are absolutely no excuses. So if you don't mind sharing that with everybody.
yeah. it's definitely a no excuse. I mean, we could have I was just at a Thrive event tonight. My neighbor down here hosted one. And this woman was talking about how she wanted to lose weight, but every time she had an excuse. I'm like, what? All I hear coming out of your mouth is excuses. I legit told her that. I'm like, what if you just start doing this and this and this? Try this. She ordered. We were at an event tonight. Left one promoter sign and we got 3 customers signed up. So always get in front of people. But my mom got married 2 years ago in June. And while we were in Wisconsin at her wedding, the mayor of my town was on Facebook. There's some bad posts going around. And he was like, that stuff that Stephanie Grotchick sells kills people, gives people heart attacks. So I'm thinking like, I'm Googling lawyers. I'm like, I'm going to sue this person. Like, what the fuck? Like, how am I going to even show my face? I had the worst anxiety for 2 weeks. I did not leave my house. I wouldn't even go to our local town gatherings because I was so embarrassed of what people were to think of me. And I even told my husband, like I cried to him. I'm like, all these people saw these posts. People are agreeing, tell me I'm a scam artist, all of this kind of stuff. So I like thought about like, okay, should we quit? And I was like, hell effing no, we are not quitting. I'm like, I just know that this is where I am supposed to be. And I'm going to show these mother effers what is up. So during one of the times for our events, our town gatherings, they were trying to do a fundraiser. They needed to raise $2,500 for the fireworks show. So to shut my mayor up, I walked into his office and I stuffed a $2,500 check onto his desk. I'm like, that's for your fireworks display. This came from me and my business. And I walked out. Shut his ass up. Boom. I mean, and I also think that if I were going to let excuses stop me, let's say if I were to quit, where would I be now? I would be at a job. Actually, I came from the restaurant industry. So probably right now because of COVID, I probably wouldn't even have a job. I don't even know what I would be doing. And I know for the rest of my life, I would think, God, what if I stayed with it? What if I stuck with it? And now fast forward 2 years later, here we are in Cape Coral at our vacation home. And it's still so crazy to say that this is our house. We have no mortgage in Minnesota. And I have my husband home full time, where I don't see the mayor home full time. His wife ain't home full time, you know? So that's what I like to, yeah. I don't let anybody stop me. You're going to get haters. We're going to get haters no matter where we are in life. Even at a job, I might as well have haters on my phone where I can block them off and shut my phone off if I wanted to, not even deal with them.
So we've got somebody here who lives in Cape Coral.
You do?
Yeah, she's saying that she is in you're in her hometown.
Come on over. Shoot me message me. I'll shoot you my address. Let's meet up. Come hang out in the pool.
Bethany, Bethany, where are you? Are you here? She's muted. I don't know if she's there. Oh, there she is.
I'm here, but I'm not there right this second. I'll be back there tomorrow.
Oh, so we're in
Yeah,
Cape Coral.
our team's in Cape. We're in Northeast Cape Coral.
Where are we? I don't even know what this is.
We're not far. We're just south of Pine Island, east of Santa Barbara.
We're close.
I know I have a Target 3 minutes away.
There, I'm right there.
Well, yeah, definitely. Let's meet up. We're here till Friday.
Perfect. Does anybody have any questions for Stephanie? I don't want to keep her all night, but if you guys have questions, unmute and ask your question. Nobody?
I
Nobody?
don't bite. I nibble in person.
Oh, hold on. There's somebody. Oh, nope. Everybody.
You coming to Cabo?
Hell yeah, I'm going to Cabo.
All right, me too. I want to meet you.
Deal.
I'm gonna go.
Actually, what about Cabo? You guys, last week, I even went live on my team page. Last week, I had all my auto ships and everything filled out, but all of my customers and my promoters were a big fat 0. So I legit went into my team page because everybody was stressing out about Cabo. And I was like, there's even bitches on my team who are beating me. So I went live in there and I was like, you guys want to see where I'm at for Cabo? And I showed them all my big fat 0s. And they're like, but Steph, you're 200K. Like, how are you like 0s? And I'm like, I'm just like you guys. Like, there's slow times, there's busy times. but I'm going to Cabo because I'm not going to miss out on that. Like I will have the serious worst FOMO. And that's when I think I'll take a lot of time off because I won't be on social media. So I busted ass. I talked to everybody that I knew. I went back to when I first joined 4 years ago, and I did follow-ups. And I got all of those. I think my promoters is at like 1,400 right now. And then I have 3 customers. But I will be honest with one of my promoters because those double, triple fast starts. And so I went to my girlfriend. I was like, yo, look, I'm going to be real with you. You're going to buy $400 of products right now. Like, I'm like, and I'll give you $200 cash back, because I like to give back my bonus that I make. And I'm like, I'll also give you $50 in credits. But that helped to seal the deal on me getting Cabo. Now, I still have to go 12K and 40K, next month to close it out. But sometimes when you're in situations like that, it is okay to go ask your best friends for a favor. Go ask your parents or somebody. I mean, because how bad do you want to go to Cabo? I mean, yeah, I will not miss out on that. So I had to ask a favor. But so now they're all closed out and hell yeah, we're going. I'd love to meet all of you guys.
Are you, do you do any self-development? Do you read? Do you listen to podcasts?
I get asked that a lot. I'm going to be very, very real. The only thing I've ever read in my life is 50 Shades of Grey, and I finished all 3 books in 3 days. I'm for real. Okay. But self-development, my husband is huge into it. Like he gets up very early every morning, even still now, and he does his personal self-development for 1 hour as he drinks his shakes. So I was like, I'm always like, all right, babe, you're reading these books. You tell me what they're about. You send me your daily inspirations. So I do it, all thanks to my husband. He sends me it all and he tells me what he reads. But I do think that self-development is so important, especially very first thing in the morning, because you want to start out with a great mindset. If you went to bed pissed off, you're going to wake up even more pissed off. You want to start out with something positive. And that's what my husband does. He actually sends it to me and our 3 kids in a chat that we have. So not only do I see it every morning, but my kids get to see it.
All right, guys, I'm going to let her go. Does anybody have any questions, any statements? Does anybody want to unmute and say anything to Stephanie?
Just thank you, girl. This was so awesome. So
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Your energy is amazing. Love
Thank you.
Love
Thank
your
you.
energy.
Now,
Yes.
like I said,
Thank you.
you're gonna have bad days, you guys, in this business. There's gonna be days where you're gonna want to quit and days you want to throw your phone out the damn window and watch it break. When you have those feelings, it's okay to shut your phone off for a little bit and woosah. Okay. And then get right back into the game and be like, all right, I'm not gonna let that person piss me off no longer. Game on. Back to game on.
I have a question.
Tommy?
What was your first auto bonus car?
What car did I get?
Yes.
Okay, so one little funny story. When I went 12K, and I would never recommend anybody to go get vehicles until you're a strong 12K. And that's what I teach my team. And I mean, a strong 12K is like you're 12K the 3rd or by the 5th of every single month, because I would hate to see anybody miss that bonus and have to pay that money out of pocket. So when I went 12K, my very first car was a Cadillac SUV. And I did not tell my husband I was getting it. I think my husband was out of town. So I met this guy and he needed me to put down $3,000 down. And so he came to my house, delivered me this vehicle. It's like, well, Joe, I need you to open up the safe because I need some money. So my very first one was a Cadillac. And now I have a Lexus, and I love my Lexus. Because that was my dream vehicle.
Alexa,
Yep.
they're nice.
They're so smooth. But now I think I'm going to upgrade to a truck. I want to feel like a badass woman for 5 years. So I think I want to buy a brand new truck, put a lift kit on it, get a boat. I don't know.
I see you travel a lot and host a lot of retreats.
Oh, I love doing them. Yeah. So I host retreats for my team. I have them earn it. I have a point system that they have to do. And the reason why I do that is because I'm not going to bring someone on my team who isn't working, who just sits back and, so I'm like, prove to me that you want to get here. And I'm not saying that to be cocky, but I'm also showing them you can do this. You can do this. Like, look at the things that you're doing. You're building your paychecks, you're building your teams, but now you're going to go on to a free trip. So when you see me doing those retreats, I'm like, all right, just get your ass here. Like we just did Nashville. I pay for everything. I pay for the food, dinners, drinks, the house. I love giving back to my team. It just makes me feel so good. And that's my way of showing them how much I appreciate them, because if it wasn't for my team, and we all know this, we wouldn't be where we're at today.
So what do
So
those
I love showing.
look like? Like, what do they have to do? Just like an example.
Okay, so this last time we did a point system. So, oh shit balls, what was it? You had to go live every Tuesday. Your PPA had to have been over 10 for 30 days. You had to have a personal volume of over 1,200. Boy, what else was it? Every point that you got if you got a free customer, that's 1 point. If you help someone go VIP 800, that was 10 points. So it was like a legit point system. So then I had them qualify for 3 months, just like Lifestyle Getaways. And whoever had the most points, the top 20 people, that's when they were able to come. So it's like going live, getting free customer accounts. And I don't make it a rank, like you must be a 12K, because I truly believe that everybody tries to get, to a certain rank. And I want to make it fair where, yep, here are the points. Here's what you got to do. How bad do you want to get it? And I want to know what's crazy. On my retreats, some of my 200Ks and 80Ks have never made it. They have never made it. It's always been people below them, or like 4Ks and 12Ks that are really busting their ass to get there. When they come, they see this. That's just when business just explodes.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I keep saying I'm going to let you go, and then I keep thinking of more things I want to ask you, but I'm just
in no rush.
I'm just trying to think of everything. Like, what are your top promoter tips? How about that?
Top promoter tips is, honest to God, as much as I hate this freaking word consistency, you have to stay consistent. Even on days you don't want to post, you have to post. You have to keep getting the word out. But promoter tips, like I said, you want to talk about money. That's how I got, into network marketing, is by seeing dollar signs, weekly paycheck. Who doesn't need a weekly paycheck? So constantly posting about, because of this bad boy, I just got paid today. Because of this bad boy, like this was our weekly check is able to do this. Or you guys, oh my gosh, like we just did our dream boards because of this business. Look what we're able to do. Put that out to the universe, because one, you're saying it, and especially if it's on Facebook, so it definitely has to happen, right? And it just gives you a goal. So then you can look back onto your memories. I love doing that. A year ago, look what I said, and now look what we're at. But yeah, staying consistent, always talking, and work in that back office. You guys, your back office, it's key. It's key to your business. Even if you feel like your business is slow, just because if it's slow for you, it doesn't mean that it's going to be slow for your team. Staying in daily contacts with your team and to keep building. Get into those 3 ways, 6 ways, whatever way you want to go, and putting heads together to help people, start up with this business.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So any more questions, Tom?
No.
No. Any more
Are you
questions?
sure?
I know. I just like listening to you. I love your energy. Love, love, love your energy.
You guys hear that? She loves listening to me. I hope you kids would feel that way.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3. We have a 20, 14, and a 12-year-old.
Okay. Okay. And are they doing virtual learning?
So our oldest is in college, and she's going for a dental hygienist, but my other 2, they have school every Monday, Tuesday, and then every other Wednesday, and then they're home.
Oh, okay. My daughter starts back full-time face-to-face tomorrow, but they're off on Wednesdays.
Where do you live?
Georgia.
We're moving to Georgia.
Come on.
God.
They started, so they've been virtual learning up until now. They phased back elementary last month, and then this month they're phasing back middle school, and next month they're doing high school. So my boys will go back next month and my daughter's going back tomorrow.
Wow. Right?
It's been tough. So how have you been, just last question, how have you been handling your meetups and everything with quarantine and all of the COVID rules and regulations? Like, has it been like a challenge to do your meetups in person and everything like that?
No.
Georgia is open. Like people
Yeah.
can go to bars, you can go anywhere, like
Do you have to wear a mask?
in the grocery stores.
Man, Minnesota, we're all still on lock. No, I shouldn't say locked up, but you have to wear a mask everywhere. And we're not open 100% like Florida and Georgia are. But you guys, Zooms, Messenger like this, like that is what has helped us tremendously. Especially for during COVID, like we need to be around our team. We need to hear our team. So I tell my team, if you guys are doing a local, if you guys are open, set it up. I will fly to you, go just get people into a room. But there's still people up to their, have to wear a mask or whatnot, or if they're not comfortable getting out. Be like, hey, let's do a Zoom. Let's do a team Zoom tonight and let's just talk. It's okay to do team Zooms just to talk and be friends. And hey, how are your kids doing? But no, it hasn't really been an issue because people that are scared of COVID either just stay home, otherwise they'll show up and they'll wear a mask, which is totally cool. They won't hug you. Just, you want to slap and be like, it's just me. Like, seriously,
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you go for real this time. Thank you so
They're
much.
hilarious.
Oh, picture.
Hold on.
Tommy's making the screen big. He's getting rid of the chat. Hold on. Get rid
Did
of
you
that.
say daddy's making the screen big?
Oh no, Tommy.
Oh, I thought you said daddy. I'm like, I call my husband that too.
Ah. How do you do it?
I'll do
Oh,
it. Hit yeah. Yep. There we go. Okay. Ready? Smile. Oh wait. Smile. Let me move. I got groceries all behind this. Hold on. I ran in from the grocery store. When you text me, I was like running in from the grocery store, plopping stuff on the table, starting up the Zoom, like, oh my God.
Hey, that's what we do.
FaceTime Shantae in the grocery store. She's like, hey girl, from my pocket. I'm like, oh, hey.
That's awesome.
But yes, we have enjoyed you tonight. So many good tips and tricks. It's like, it just shows people the vision of what you can have with this business. And like, that's why I like to hear different people's stories, because it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. If you let go of the excuses and you are authentically being yourself, you can make it in this business. And like Leanne always says, every week you have a chance to write your own paycheck. And so I appreciate you for being so open and honest with how your life is now and what you can do with this business. And I appreciate you for just saying yes as soon as I messaged you.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to meet you in Cabo.
Yes, I can't wait to meet you guys. Oh my gosh, Cabo's gonna be so amazing.
It is going to be amazing. Yes.
Yes.
And so I'll let everybody go. I hope everybody has a happy Sunday. And thank you so much, Stephanie.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much for having me. This has been great.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.